Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to make CICERCHIATA. I'm gonna tell you more about this dessert during the video, but first don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new. But let's start right away with the recipe. Bye! We're gonna start by taking 5 eggs, room temperature, and mixing them with the zest of 1 lemon. I really love this recipe. It's typical from where my family is from, which is Marche. It's a region in Italy. But you would probably know it better by the name of STRUFFOLI, which is typical from Naples for Christmas. Even though this recipe is typical from Carnival, it's pretty much the same thing. You're gonna add 1 pinch of salt and 1 espresso cup of anisette. I'm gonna tell you, you won't taste the liquor, it's just a little taste and flavor, so don't worry about the liquor. It's very little, and you're gonna fry everything, so there's not gonna be any trace of alcohol in it. You're gonna add to the mixture 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. It's much easier if you use grams. I'm trying to convert. If you use grams or cups, all the ingredients are down below in the box. In the meantime, you want to put a pretty large pan on the stove, low heat, with some canola oil, so it's gonna be nice and warm when it's time to fry. And you're gonna add 1 cup of flour on the wood board where you're gonna mix all the dough. The flour that you see here that I added, it's more than a cup, but you'll see later that I'm gonna put some on the side because it was too much, so I measured it, and at the end I just use a cup of it. You're gonna take the eggs and lemon, anisette and flour mixture you made before and mix everything together. The dough that you want to obtain, it's pretty solid, it's not too liquidy. So you have to work with your hands for quite a bit to make it smooth, but it's gonna be all worth it. As I was saying before, this recipe is typical from where my family is from Carnival, which is pretty much now in February. And we love to fry. We have so many other fried desserts typical for Carnival, and this is one of my favorite. My grandma used to make it all the time during this time. When the dough is done and you see it here, it's pretty smooth. You're gonna let it rest under some plastic wrap for 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna show you here 2 ways of making the little balls you're gonna fry. The first kind here, you just make rolls, like you see, like I will call them snakes. 3 at the times. Try to put some flour on them so they don't stick together, and then with a knife you just cut little pieces. This is not my favorite technique, but I know a lot of people uses this because I think they stick together more easily when you cut them. But if you find that this is a good technique for you, just go ahead, it's not a problem. My favorite way of making the little balls is just taking a little snake, like I called it before, and cut little pieces with my hands. I'm just gonna put flowers on my hands so they're not gonna stick, as you can see here, and I put some flour on top too because it's important they don't stick to each other. The size you want to make them, it's up to you. You have to consider that they're gonna double in size once you fry them, because they're gonna blow up. So if you want them pretty small, the ball you have to make have to be very small. I like them a little bigger because I think they're more flavorful, but it's totally up to you. With the dose I gave you of dough and this pan that it's quite big, I have to fry 3 times because you can make them overlay, so they have to be like you see here, 1 layer, because you want them to fry evenly without like not cooked parts. So again, it took me 3 times to cook all the little balls, and it's gonna take pretty much, depends on the size you make them, 3 to 5 minutes. To fry is gonna be very quick. You'll see you just have to like mix them while they fry, so they're gonna be nice and gold evenly. And when they are all the same color, you're just gonna take them out and put them on some paper so that will absorb all the excess oil. And once you fried all the balls, it's gonna take pretty much like 15 to 20 minutes. You just let them cool down on the side and prepare the honey syrup, let's call it that way, that you're gonna stick all the balls together. So you're gonna take 1 cup of honey, which is pretty much 400 grams. Put it in a pot with 50 grams of dark chocolate, which is half a bar that you would find in a normal grocery store. And put everything on a stove on low heat. And you have to add 3 spoons of regular sugar. Here I'm using cane sugar, but it's up to you. I'm adding some regular sugar because it's gonna be a little less sticky. Obviously it's gonna be sticky, and it's the beauty of this dessert that you're gonna eat with your hands, and your hands will get all sticky with honey. But with the little sugar, it's gonna be more hard and more easy to put together. Once all this mixture starts boiling, you just have to wait 1 minute, and then you turn the stove off and put it all on the little balls you fried before, and mix it all together with a wood spoon or a spatula. Obviously the honey, it's super hot, it just boiled, so be careful not to get burned. And most of all, you're gonna wait pretty much like 30 minutes before putting it all together, because it has to not totally cool down, but it has to be like in a temperature that you're not gonna burn your hands touching it. Every 5 to 10 minutes I just go there and remix it again so that all the balls are covered in this honey mixture evenly. It's gonna be pretty liquidy when it's hot, but as soon as it gets colder and colder, it's gonna get more hard and sticky to the touch. And when the temperature is right that you're not gonna burn your hands touching it, I'm just gonna transfer it to whatever plate you wanna serve it to, and with some lemon juice I'm gonna help myself to make the shape of the cicerchiata or struffoli, whatever you wanna call it. For us, it's typical to make it round like that with a hole in the middle, but it's totally up to you if you want to do it differently. And here it is. One last thing, not everybody puts chocolate in it, but you can just put honey without any chocolate, and it's delicious anyway. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe, and if you tried it, please let me know. Thank you again, and enjoy your day. Bye!